Hi y'all, thanks for stopping by my channel. This is Jen D with Jen D Creations. Today we're going to be working on two different things. We're going to be working on my Franken planner for January 2024 and also my work planner for the entire year. I am going to take this and move this one out of the way. And we're going to start with this one here. This is a Keleva Plan cover. Inside there are two pockets. There's also a pen loop, and I've decided for January that I'm going to use the snowflake disc from Happy Planner. So I'm going to push this off to the side so that we can go ahead and get started with the very first planner we're going to look at, which is my catch-all. So in my catch-all, I'm using Spoonful of Faith, Beautiful and Brave, and it's a dashboard layout. That is my favorite layout of all time, so you'll see that multiple times throughout today's video. Okay, let's go ahead and get the name page. Now this is an 18-month planner. Obviously I won't need all 18 months, so I'm going to take this off, which is all of the yearly stuff as well as the name. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull out the January month for 2024. And one other thing I'm going to pull out is the January currently page, as the last one we have, because it's 18 months, shows that it's July. So I'm going to close this up. I'm going to go ahead and move this out of the way. All right, let's bring this back. We have this now. So the first thing we're going to do is take our name page and put that in. Now, you know, it's not always easy when you first start out with new disc and no pages, so please bear with me as I move through this. Okay, so that is going to be the front page. I am going to put the January in after for the currently page, and I'll show you in a minute. Next, what I'm going to work on is the yearly tab. So I have different tabs for all of my subjects inside of my planner. And so this will be the yearly, and we'll pull that over. Oops, actually this should be in the front. My apologies for that. It should be in here. Let me pull that up and put that in the right space. So we're going to go ahead and move this over, and let's get this in here. What I also want to put in here at the same time is I do have a birthday tracker. I downloaded this a couple years ago, so I'm not sure exactly where I got it from, but I'd like to put it in here and just move it from year to year so that I don't have to repeat it. I haven't filled it out yet, but I am planning to do so soon. So we got this, we have our 2023 on the other side, 2024, we have the perpetual. I will actually put these two together after. I'm not going to do it now, but I will tape them together after. And then we have all the way through December. Okay, so now that takes care of the yearly and where we are, and we're going to next go into our currently. So let me pull the Spoonful of Faith back out here, and I thought we had pulled the January aside already. Yes, we did, and not sure where I put it. Oh, I found it. Here we go. Sorry about that, guys. Didn't realize I had put it aside already. I thought I had left it below with other stuff. So I'm going to swing this back, and we're going to go ahead and put in the January. And one of the things that I do for my planner is I actually cut the tabs off. And the reason why I do that is because I like to use side tabs and top tabs. And with the different ones in here, it kind of makes it difficult to follow along. So I am going to get a pair of scissors. I am going to reach up here, and I am going to go ahead and trim this off. Now, you're asking, how do I know what month it is when I put it back into my revolving? And the answer to that is that these actually still create really good dividers, so that when I'm in my planner the revolving planner, when I put everything back into it, it actually ends up being very easy to find. So this is January, okay? So next what we're going to do is put in what I call my current tab. So this is current, and in the current will be the current particular month. And the reason why I call it current is because I also put in the next month, but further down the line. Now, what I do like to do is I like to have a top tab in the very first week, and then move that from week to week. So I'm going to put my top tab in, and I'll know, because I know by heart what order these tab goes in, that this is the first tab. So therefore it's going to be my catch-all, my currently. So let's go ahead and move that over. And next we're going to go into health. So let me move this out of the way for a minute. And what you see here is my fitness and my health. This is a hell of a plan. This is her dashboard, undated planner. So I'm going to go ahead and use this in the January for my health and fitness. I am going to move it out of the way because I had already pulled this out at the time when I put this together. I wasn't too sure that I was going to use this for my health. I thought I was going to use it for my catch-all, but I made a different decision. So I'm going to bring this back into frame, and I'm going to go ahead and add this one in. So again, dashboard, Kelly plan, it's undated, so I will have to date it when I'm ready. So here's my health tab. I'm going to go ahead and add that in. And just as with the currently pages, I'm going to go ahead and add in a tab for the week. So the intent is I will track my, eating, exercise, things like that. But I'm going to put this page as a motivational page, also as a tracker page. Okay, so let's go ahead and add in the first week's tab. And I'm also going to add in front of this health page here a weight loss tracker. For 2024, I'm on a big weight loss journey. I'm part of a medical hospital program, not surgery, but other ways to be able to lose the weight. So I'm going to go ahead and track it each week so that I can see what my loss is. This is another eye tracker I got years ago. Not really sure where it came from. So, okay, next we're going to work on our social media. Oh, I apologize. We're going to actually work on our financial. And for this year, I decided to use Kelly Plan's planner. This is specifically for my budget. Now with this, I am going to take a few pages with me that I normally wouldn't. I am going to go ahead and take the front page. I am going to take here where it's got the tracker for all of your bills. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to take the first month. Okay, so with that, let me close this up, put this aside, bring our Franken planner back, and I will go ahead and pop this in two sections. First, I will pop in the monthly and weekly. Now you see there's a tab on here. This tab I will not remove, and the reason why is because I can reuse this as a divider in something in the future. Okay, the next thing I'm going to add in front here is the actual, this is your year. This year I have vowed to be better with my finances, as in not spending so much. So next I'm going to go ahead and add in the tab for the expense category. Okay, so we have the expense category, we have our monthly bills that we're going to track, our annual finances, our monthly budget income, and also this month altogether. As I said, this is undated, so I will need to date it. And then I'm going to go ahead and add the tracker for be able to find the current week. So I'm going to add this in. Now, as I do the entire setup, putting in the numbers and things like that, I will adjust how many pages are in here and pull out anything that I don't need. And then on this side, 30-day savings challenge. So I have to come up for something that I really want, that I'd like to be able to save for. All right, I'm gonna put this one aside. Now on to our social media. This is a teacher planner from 2024. I actually got this on eBay, and as you can see, the sticky is still there, but being this is also an undated planner, but what I like about it is it's very neutral. So if I go ahead and I go to the first section here, this is very easy to white out and then use the days across here and the categories across here. So I'm going to go ahead and take the first month out. Now I keep all of these planners and put my previous months back in them as I pull out the current months. So let's bring this back over. Okay, we're going to go ahead and add this in. Now, obviously, there are usually extra pages. I'll figure that out when I go ahead and date them all and pull out extra pages as I don't need them. I am going to put in my social tab. Oops, before I do that, let me cut this off. And like I said, the Kell of the Plan is the only one currently that I'm going to leave on there. The rest I am going to take off. So put these aside and go ahead and put these in. All right, so this is for my social media. And again, I like to put in the first week, and I like to put in this tab. Now that is the 4 areas that I track from a calendar perspective in my Franken planner. So I'm going to go ahead and move this over, move this up. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add in the next month for our catch-all. So the reason why I do that is because if something's further out, I like to be able to see it. I usually will write it in pencil or a sticky note. So let's go ahead and pull back out the Spoonful of Faith planner. Give me 1 second. We'll move this one over again. And we're going to go ahead and look for February. So let's see, December, January, here's February. So we'll go ahead and pull out February. We're going to close this back up. Put this to the side. Bring this back over. This is our next category, as I said. And we're going to go ahead and cut off the February. Oops, I just bent that. Hope that's okay. All right, and we're going to cut this off. That's good enough. Go ahead and throw that out and then add this back in. The only thing I don't add in here is a top tab. The reason behind it is I'm not actively working in it currently. So that takes care of the calendar pages that I am using currently in my plan, or my Franken planner. I do have a few more tabs that I like to add. There's one that I've decided to add this year that I've downloaded pages for before, but have not actually done anything with it. So this year, one of my goals is to read more. And when I read more, I will actually track it this year previous to other years. I do like to read, and I like to read quite often. So this is actually going to say reading. I can't find my labeler currently, so I have to wait until, but I know that this is what it is. So we're going to go ahead and put that in. And then I have a couple of printouts. So these are what I have. The first one talks about yearly reading goals and talking about a daily tracker by minutes, and that's essentially how I will do it. And then on the other side is I can write the books in, I can decorate this and color this, and then this is book of the month that I want to see. And there are different books that I'm going to be reading. Some of them will be personal growth, and some will be just purely for fun. So I'm going to go ahead and move this in here, and now we have our reading section in. The next section I'm going to add in is called Habits, and I am in the process of getting to read Atomic Habits. It was suggested by another YouTuber, and I thought, let's get some habits down, because if we create habits, it becomes natural and it isn't as difficult to do. So in order to do the habits, what I'm going to be using is actually this teacher layout for attendance and grades and stuff like that. So I already have a few of these pulled out, so I have them here. What I will not use is this side of the checklist. Okay, what I am going to use is just this side so I can see the current month. So when the current month is done, I will take it out and I'll only have this month here. And this allows me to be able to get all 31 days in here and as many habits as I would like to follow. Okay, the last one, next to last one is going to be goals. So we're going to add our goals page in here. And then I'm going to pull out my goals planner. Now this planner for goals is 18 months. It is the Playful Abstract. I'm sure you've seen it quite a bit. But this will be for both work and for goals. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to the January time frame. I'm going to pull the entire January out. Let me get just January. I am going to leave this open because I will put some stuff back in it when I'm done. So what I do like to do is, again, I'm going to cut off the tab. And what's nice is this is finally a dated one. I know I've done some undated. So we'll have the January month, and then we'll use this for my goals page. And I'll take this piece here and put it aside with this and add it in a minute. What I am going to do is carry these two pages here for my work planner. And I'll show you that in a few minutes when we move to the work planner, okay? I'm gonna put those aside for right now with the work planner. And so we end up with just the currently page and one note page that will go back in, as I might decide to use it at some other time. So I'm going to bring this over, and here we are with what we said for our goals, and we're going to go ahead and add this one in. I have one section left. It's called Miscellaneous. Now my planner goes everywhere with me, so it's usually in my possession at all times, and one of the things I need to do is I need to track all of my passwords. They're constantly changing. They're constantly requiring new things. And so this is a miscellaneous category, and in that category is a password tracker. I'm going to go ahead and put it in this way, not to show you my passwords, but I do move this from month to month. I move all of these month to month. I normally put a new cover on them, so we'll be able to see them. So let me go ahead and flip this all back. Okay, like I said, I've got one tab that we're going to leave on for the sake of looks. And that is going to be, oops, I forgot one other thing. So we have a January 2024. So let me go back to my currently. And I'm going to go ahead and add in here the January 2024 currently. I will tape these two together. Okay, now I can go ahead and close it. And that is my catch-all. Sorry, that is my 2024 Franken planner, including my catch-all, my budget, my health, my social, and next. Also includes habits, goals, and miscellaneous. So we'll shut this up here. And that is my Franken planner for 2024 January. Now I'm going to move this aside, and I'm going to bring over my planner for work. Okay, this is a Live Love Posh color. These are blue disc from the Happy Planner. The reason why I chose blue is I work for HP, and HP's color is blue. You'll see the Live Love Posh is a little more, I think, puffy is like, I guess I like to call it. And it's got different things you can put in here, and it also has a pen loop. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and we are going to use, I'm going to move this out of the way again. We're going to use this Simply Layout Musical Wonders for the Disney. Now, I obviously love the cover, but I'd like to protect the cover. So what I am going to do is take this entire piece apart. We are going to move this over one by one into my planner for work for the entire year. Okay, so I am going to put this off to my right so that I can bring this back in and you can see it fully. Okay, so first is the hello page with the January currently. Now in this one, even though it's dated because it's a Simply layout, it only gives you these. It does not give you the perpetual calendar. Okay, and then we're going to take January. Oops, I left part of January behind. Sorry. Okay, we're going to take all of January. All right, and then we're going to take a peek at January, and then I'm going to kind of explain what's going to happen here. Okay, now these tabs I will leave because I don't have any side tabs for them or top tabs. There's no intention for that. I will pick out a dashboard to put in for this week, and that should work to cover that. Now, as you can see in the month of January, it's week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Okay, and then we have some notes, and then we have the currently page. I had mentioned about keeping aside the January task, and as you can see, what this will allow me to do is put a task list in here as well. So while the Simply layout doesn't have the left-hand side of the dashboard, what I can do using the monthly layout is add in the actual checklists that I'll need to be able to make sure that the work gets done as it needs to get done. So I'll do this each month and add them in. I'm not going to do it right away, and just because I'll pull them out as I'm working on my Franken planner each month as I move forward. So with the rest of that, let's quickly go ahead and add the rest of the months in. So this is February, such a cute cover. I love Disney. I'm a Disney fanatic, and I'm very happy to be able to have some of the Disney 100 planners. I think there was a teacher planner that I wanted for the cover, but didn't get, which is okay. I don't mind. I think I had bid on it somewhere in a site, because, you know, as we all are, we're all probably all on different sites in Facebook, different groups, I should say, not sites. And I look for that and see what can happen. So let's go ahead and add this all in. And what this will enable me to do is have the whole year at my fingertips. There's a lot of things that happen in the future that I need to document for work. I've actually been with the company for 26 years, and it's been very good to me, this company. I currently reside in Houston, Texas, and previous to that, I lived in Massachusetts in a little town called Winchendon, and it's where my husband grew up, and then I grew up in the next town over called Baldwinville. So a little history for me. A fun fact is that my husband and I have been also married for 26 years. I got married on May 31st of 1997, and then I started with HP. At the time, it was a different company because we've been bought out since, but I started with the company on the 16th of June. So far, the two are neck and neck, as I call it, to be able to see which one lasts longer, my job or my marriage. I joke about it in all seriousness. I know they'll both last for quite some time. I've been very fortunate to work for the same company. It's been very good to me, and it actually allows me to be able to do this planning that I like to do, as well as other crafts. At some point, my craft room is finally finished, cleaned up. I will do a tour video for you guys so you can see where I do all my planning. So let's go ahead and bring this all back. Now the other thing I'm going to add in here is some notebook paper, but for now I'm going to leave it as is, as there's some notebook paper on the particular months of the checklist. On the back of there is some note paper. If I decide I need more, I can add the other page that's still left in the monthly. Let's move this out of the way. Okay, I have one last planner I would like to do, and it's going to be a very simple setup. So this is my on-the-go dashboard as well. So this one, I did not keep the tag for it, so I'm not sure the name of it, but I did get it at Joann's, and this is a very simple setup. This is actually going to be 12 months. And I'm going to keep the first 6 months in here. And then each month that passes, I will move things over. So let me just move this information here. Okay, this is an older planner from 2020 that I will keep the extra in so that I can move things over. So I will move over this, I will move over this, and I will move over this. And I'll wait to pull the filler paper out to do that. So I'll start with pulling this out first. So a few fun facts about myself. I actually like to make junk journals. I also like to scrapbook, and I love to make cards. So my space is a multi-space. I am fortunate enough to have a whole craft room to myself. I do share it with friends or my son if he chooses to do something in here with me. And by the way, my son is 25, but sometimes when he's over, he likes to do some crafting with me as well. Different things along the way. So let me just finish moving this out. And this will just be the keeper of this so that I'm able to move them back and forth. What I do is I will take January out and put July in and vice versa. So this will just be a holding place for this. So, oops, let me pull this for the last one for December and put this in. Sorry for the cat meowing in the background. This house is wide open. I can't shut the door because the cats will just bat at it. So appreciate your understanding in that. Okay, so we've got through June in here. I am now going to take out this paper and move it over to this planner. Let me just move this over. It'll take a minute. And then there'll be some note paper in here if I need it. And this will stay in my bag with me all the time. The other thing I'd like to do is take off these plastic covers. These are protectors of this. And I want to be able to protect the front of my new planner. So I'm going to move this off to the side. Bring this back into frame. Oops, let me flip this over. It's a little hard to grab sometimes. So I'm trying to see which side is scratched already. So we'll go ahead and add this in. This is a little trickier to add in, a little harder. So just need a little more force. Okay, let's go ahead and add in this side. There's some dirt on this. I should probably try to clean this off. It's on the front though. Okay, so again, a little extra force to put in. Sorry for the noise. Okay, and then the other thing I want to do is add back in what I had earlier, which was an envelope, and I keep this for receipts. Okay, we're going to go ahead and leave the sticky notes in here, and that's in case I have to do something go forward down the line, and I'm not sure exactly what it is 100%. And we'll go ahead to January 1st and add in this dashboard. Okay, and that's going to be my on-the-go setup. So what you see here is that we've been able to do today is we have done my work planner. Okay, And we've also done my Franken planner for 2024, still with a little room to grow, which is great to see. And last but not least, my on the go. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you can subscribe to my channel. Would love to have you. Being that I'm a new YouTuber, appreciate any feedback and comments that you could give me on both constructive criticism, but also what went really well in this video. Thank you so much and have a great day.